Hey there guys, what's going on? Talking Flicks here, and look, smaller bottom thing is back, and today we are doing another flick battle. Let's move this top. This is between Justice League 2017 versus Zack Snyder's Justice League. They shall battle to the death in an epic duel that will be the clash of two worlds. They will battle in the tournament of well, really, it's the tournament of my versus video, but that was cool, right, guys? So, yeah, let's just get on with the versus video. So let's start off with the heroes here. Now, let's start with 2017's Justice League. I'll just say this: they all sucked. Batman was a pansy. Superman was totally inconsistent with his previous character. Wonder Woman was the only slightly okay one, but she was just done better in pretty much all of her other movies. And then Cyborg was just useless. Barry Allen was freaking annoying. Oh my gosh, I didn't say spoilers. I'll say spoilers now. Sorry. I'll put spoilers in the title. So, just in case. But yeah, this is a spoiler review. And, also, frick, Aquaman, just kind of useless. I'm gonna pause. I don't think I have enough time to talk about Zack Snyder's Justice League here. So, Zack Snyder's Justice League, the superheroes in that movie. I wish this bomb thing would go away. That'd be so nice. Just pretend it's not there, guys. Please just ignore it. I beg of you. Please just ignore it. Please forgive me. Let's go over all of them. Batman. Not as good as in Batman v Superman, I would say, but still pretty well done. I quite liked his character. And Aquaman. These were my two least favorite in the movie, but I still really liked them. Aquaman, I again liked him more in his own solo movie, but I thought it was really good here. Still very, very cool character, and especially, you're setting up the character, because technically this came up before Aquaman, so this is really technically would be his first movie, and so he set up his character very well. And Wonder Woman was great in this movie. I think this is almost not quite as good as she was in her first movie, but definitely better than she was in her other two movies. And she was a really great character. I liked her a lot. And let's see, Superman. I loved Superman. He was awesome in this movie. Continues perfectly from the other two films he was in, and just loved it. Loved Superman in this movie. And then Cyborg. Cyborg was really great, honestly. He was pretty useless in the first movie. He was kind of just there, and then Cyborg is really the heart of this film, and I really loved him. And that was a really great character. And then Barry Allen, aka the Flash. I found Flash annoying. He was joking way too often in the original cut. But this movie, man, Flash was an awesome character. In the final battle, when all Flash did was pretty much push the truck to save the family, that was stupid. Flash was actually awesome in this battle here. That was a really good character. And just, he is how the Flash should be, and I really love that. And especially since I'm such a huge Flash fan, he might be my favorite DC character. He was really great in the film, I thought. And so, yeah. And then let's talk side characters. Even like Amy Adams as Lois Lane, I thought was better, and pretty much every character in Zack Snyder's Justice League was better. So that's why I guess the point here. There we go. Now, let's move on to the villains. Now, technically, both these movies have the same villain. It is Steppenwolf. You could argue Darkseid, kinda, but really it's Steppenwolf. Darkseid was just, small, brief glimpses of him. Steppenwolf is the main villain, so let's talk about him in Justice League. You saw him there. He looked horrible, and the CGI effect of him was horrible, and I just hated it. I thought he looked awful. Hated Steppenwolf. He was a boring villain, bland. He wasn't threatening. But if we look at him here in Zack Snyder's Justice League, he was great. He has a cool design. He is intimidating. He has a good backstory. How he wants to go home, but he betrayed his family, so then he's doing this deed for Darkseid, so he'll send him home. And it's it's much better than nothing, especially compared to the other Justice League, so he's a much better character here. Not amazing, but still pretty dang good, and especially how menacing he is. He is a menacing villain, he has a presence, and I really love that about this version of Steppenwolf. I thought he was a great villain for this movie. Not the best villain ever, I'm not sure, maybe the best? I wouldn't call him the best villain in DC. I think he's top 3 though. Top 3 best villains in DCEU. I thought it was pretty good in that regard. So again, Zack Snyder's Justice League takes this one. Alright, let's move on now to the next category, which is the story. So yeah. What is the story of Joss Whedon's Justice League? Oh my gosh, where do I even start? Let's see. Steppenwolf wants mother boxes so he can destroy world, and the heroes have to unite and bring Superman back to life to stop him. Very simple, and yet it's so cluttered at the same time. Everything feels like there was meant to be more here, but there wasn't. It felt empty, it felt hollow, and that is not the case for Zack Snyder's Justice League at all. Every character had an arc, everything got to be fleshed out, everything felt earned, all the team-ups, the moments, everything, and that is because of the story and the storytelling that Zack Snyder did with this movie, and I loved it. The story was perfect for this film. It was worth the 4 hours. Could have been cut down to 3.5 hours? Sure, it could have. But does it still work as 4 hours? Absolutely. I liked all the characters in this movie, and it's again down to the storytelling. Just the storytelling is really well done. You felt the stakes. You actually feel emotion in this story, which you do not feel in the Joss Whedon Justice League. I'll just call it 2017 Justice League. But you do feel it in this one because everything just got so much more time to be fleshed out, and it is an embarrassment that this work of art of a story got turned into that crap over there. So yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League, just such a beautifully told story, not just from a writing standpoint, but from a visual standpoint. Visual storytelling was on point with this movie. Everything was so good about the story in this movie. Everything was perfect. Everything they needed to nail with the story of Zack Snyder's Justice League was nailed, and I loved it. So it gets the point for sure. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, and that is the action. And yeah, the action in Joss Whedon's Justice League is very forgettable, or 2017 Justice League. The best action sequence is the one with Themyscira, and that action sequence on Themyscira is so much better in the Zack Snyder's Justice League. In this scene, back and looking at the war and everything, that was awesome. It's a really great sequence, and just, I love it. Really, really amazing. And this final battle, every action sequence in Zack Snyder's Justice League was amazing. It does drag a bit in the first half of the film. I felt like there maybe could have been a bit more action sprinkled in, but that's just really me nitpicking. I really loved all of the action sequences in this film, especially that last one with Flash, where he's reversing time. He's freaking reversing time. That's legendary. Also forgot about telling the story about that epilogue where they're setting up injustice. That got me so hyped. I don't care that it doesn't really tie in with the movie. It's amazing. And Martian Manhunter was in there. Just some cool stuff. And just the action, so good. I loved all of the action in this film. Amazing, amazing action. Possibly the best action in DCEU. I think right up there with Aquaman, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. I think those are the 4 best for action in this universe. And let me tell you, man, Zack Snyder knows how to direct action, so Zack Snyder's Justice League 100% takes this one. Alright, let's move on to the final category here, and that is the music. Now, this is the only time in the video where you will actually hear me say something positive about Zack Snyder's Justice League. 2017 Justice League, and that is the score whenever Flash is doing a slow motion running. It's pretty good. I actually like that score. Everything else sucked. The score is forgettable in every other scene, but if you look at Zack Snyder's Justice League, the score in this scene was powerful. The score in every scene where it needed to be powerful, it was strong, it was hopeful, it was uplifting. When it needed to be sad, it was sad. When it needed to be menacing, it was menacing. It enhanced every scene that the music was present in. There were a few things where there was a scene where Bruce Wayne goes to get Aquaman, and the ladies and just start singing in the village. Kind of useless, but other than that, really great. So Zack Snyder's Justice League takes the point, and the winner is hands down by a landslide Zack Snyder's Justice League with a clean sweep in this video here. So yeah, I think we should just move on to the conclusion now. Here we go. 2017 Justice League, or as I now call, will from now on call, Justice League, is an abomination. Film abomination to fans of the IP, the product, the thing. I don't know what to call it. The comic series. Just, it's an embarrassment. This movie should not have been released. We should have gotten Zack Snyder's Justice League from the get-go, or maybe like a 3.5 hour version of that would have worked in theaters, and do the extended edition for at-home video. I think that would have worked. But nope. Warner Bros. They saw how apparently horrible this other Zack Snyder Justice League was, and they made this abhorrent. It is one of the worst comic book films I have ever seen, and it gets a 25%. Now, if you don't know, and that is the worst. The 20% range is the worst a film could be for me. If you get below a 20%, it just turns into so bad it's good. 20 to 29% is the worst range it could be. The reason it doesn't get the 20% is because, like I said, the score is somewhat good. The acting is okay, and there are hints of a great film in there. It's just it's all muddled and clustered by what the film producers, the WB execs, and what Joss Whedon have done to it. I can't fully blame Whedon, but it's partially to blame for him as well. Now, for Zack Snyder's Justice League, loved it. It was everything I wanted, and so much more from this film. I honestly expected it to be good, maybe even great, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it would be, and I just fell in love. This is the happiest I have been with a new release since 2019's Avengers Endgame, and I freaking love that movie. That is not a light statement. This movie is that good. It gets a 97% from me, and it's amazing. 97% don't come out for me often. That is 97% are like top 25 favorite films worthy, and this movie is worthy of that. Maybe even top 20. It is seriously that good in my opinion. Absolutely love Zack Snyder's Justice League so much. It was everything I could have wanted from this film. So comment down below, guys, what are your opinions on these two Justice League films, or one, and the other one's a product. And tell me what sort of content you want to see from me in the future. Check out some of my past content I've done, subscribe, like, all that sort of blah 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 stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the future, hopefully. This was fun to make, and I'm planning on doing a DCEU ranking later this weekend, so hopefully you'll check that out. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.